Okay, so I actually got quite a response on the credit card debt thing, which is good. I mean, it shows that a lot of people are kind of stuck and would like help. So rather than have to type the same thing over and over and over to everybody who's reached out, I'll make this video and I'll maybe post it, but at least this is why you're receiving this video if you've sent something to me. It's not because I'm impersonal, it's just because um, as good as I am at ranting on Facebook and typing things, it's just hard to type the same thing over and over. So, um, at the time that I was thinking about doing this, I got this idea and I started asking some people. I asked people who I thought maybe would have been in the know or who, maybe just had a better financial, were in a better financial standpoint than I was. And I asked them their advice on if this idea that I had come up with would actually work. And I was told no by everybody. I was told that's never going to work. And even if it would work, you wouldn't be able to do it. So that all turned out to be false. I was at the point I had a lot of credit card debt and was paying the minimums, had kind of no problem paying all of this debt. But, you see the balance every month, you've paid something last month and you're not getting anywhere. And you can just see there's no light at the end of this tunnel. I'm never getting out of this debt. So here's what I did. I went out and I got a 0% interest credit card that would give me 0% on any balance that I transferred over. Now, I had, we'll call it tens of thousands of dollars in credit card debt at the time. I had a 530 credit score. I was told I would never get, I was told by people that I just asked, no one would ever give you a credit card. You've got too much debt and your credit score's too low, you'll never get another credit card. I think I had four at the time. And turned out that someone who pays their bills, their credit card bill every month, pays the minimum every month, who has a lot of debt, and who wants to transfer that debt to your company is a credit card company's wet dream of a customer, because I stay in debt, I pay the minimum, and now I don't even have to get into debt. I'm actually bringing my debt to you. So apparently, or at least it seemed like they love that, because I got two cards. The first one, the limit was $1,300. The second card was $500, and I transferred those amounts from balances I had on other cards onto those cards at 0%. One was for 12 months and one was for 18 months. So I transferred those over and I kept paying the minimums on the other ones, but paid as much as I could to the ones at 0%. And the first time I did it, I actually mapped out, okay, so there's $1,300 on this card. How much do I need to pay in 12 months to get this to zero so that the interest doesn't kick in? So I did that, and that was the first $1,800 that I actually paid off interest free. Then what I did was, as soon as I transferred the debt over to those cards, I cancelled the old cards, just cancelled them, closed them, right? Which I also was told that no, that's going to hurt your credit score. Garbage, does not hurt your credit score. Transferred those over, cancelled the old cards, paid off all the debt on the new cards. When that debt was paid off, I closed those new cards and opened up newer cards with 0% interest on balance transfers, and I just kept transferring balances over to 0% interest cards, closing the previous cards behind it, until I had no credit card debt. It was incredible. I even did it with, I had one of those consolidation loans where at one point I'd had a bunch of debt, put it all together for some lower rate, and was just getting destroyed on the rate or whatever. I even did it with that. And what you don't understand is you say, okay, so I have a credit card, there's $1,000 debt, and it's 27% interest or 29% interest. That's not 29% interest on that total. That's 29% interest compounded on that total. You'll never get out of that. And if you have 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, $20,000 in debt and you're trying to pay it off at a compounding interest rate of 27% or 11% or 29%, but whatever it is, you will never get out from under that. That is the entire game, is for you to get yourself in debt and for that rate to keep you in debt, because they know, they amateurize it out and they can tell that, hey, if this person just pays the minimum, we'll make this much off of them. If they pay 10% over the minimum, we'll make this much over them. They have this all amateurized out, so they have no problem. So what I did was I basically used their system of using this 0% interest rate for X amount of months to entice me to open a card with them and to get in and use credit to create debt. Credit doesn't always create debt, but it can. And clearly for you and for I, if you're watching this, it has created debt. And that's right along with their system. It's not a bad system. They ask or they provide and you take it. No one makes you or I get into debt. The problem is once you're in debt, it's very difficult to get out of it. The terms that you agreed to make it very difficult to get out. This system, this idea that I had worked. And not only has it worked for me, it's worked for a handful of other people that I've told it to that have tried it. And you're probably thinking, oh, it worked for you, it's not going to work for me. Well, crack on then. Crack on with your 27%. I'll tell you this, I'll be an idiot before I ever pay anything at 27, 29, 10%. I'll be an idiot before I ever pay those kind of interest rates again. So if that's what you want to do and you're happy paying $27 a month minimums on $5,000 debt, crack on, right? But this is easy. And you know what else is good about it? It's fun, because when you start to see that debt coming down, and you say, okay, about time to make another call. Let me see, what one do I want? Oh, this card. Oh, I'll take that card. Oh, that one has a fancy little logo. Whatever it is. Oh, I saw a commercial or an ad for this card. 0% is incredible. It's free credit. It's free money. And it's a free way to pay off your debt. It works. It worked for me. It's worked for tons of other people who have followed step by step exactly what I did. It's worked. And if you think that no one's going to give you a credit card, believe me, if you have debt and you're paying your minimums, you are a perfect poster child of a customer for a credit card company. And if you're just going to automatically bring them debt and they're just say, oh, this guy's been making minimum payments for 5 years on this debt, and he's going to bring it to us. Well, after the 12 months, 0%, we've got him at 27. This is great. We've just got a customer for next to nothing. Sorry about that cat's tail. To them, you didn't even have to go out and buy anything. You're just bringing your debt over to them, and they get to make money off of your existing debt. To them, it's an easy move. It's a fantastic move. But little do they know, that you've heard me yak on this little video now for about 8 or 9 minutes, and you know what you're doing, and you're just using their 0% to get you out of debt. I use a credit card now every single month for almost everything, bills, this, that, the next thing, and I have a way on how you actually can get free money from credit cards every single month with, come the first of the month, you have a zero balance, and the credit card company's giving you money at the end of that previous month. We can get to that as well. For now, if you have debt, get the 0% cards open, get your balances transferred over. Just remember, you have to transfer these balances at the opening of the card, of the account, to get the 0% rate thing that they have, the little incentive thing. So make sure and when you're filling out the application, it'll say that, are you bringing any balances over, blah, blah, blah. Just make sure, don't come back on my Facebook leaving me messages saying, you told me to do this and my rate on my new card's 27%. Well, that's because you didn't get a 0% card, right? If you need help finding a 0% card, send me a little private message and I'll help you, right? But you have to make sure that it's a credit card that is offering 0% on balance transfers for X amount of time. Like I said, most of them are 12 months. You'll find some for 18 months. Open what you can. Again, the first time I tried it, I had tens of thousands in debt. I had 550 credit score. I got two cards, one for 1,300, one for 500, and everyone told me that that was impossible, and I did it, so it's possible. I paid all that debt off. It was amazing. I was like a little child in a candy store because I was happy every month to see that number going down. I mean, I felt like raiding the couch cushions to see if there was any extra money I could throw at this thing, because dollar for dollar I was paying off my debt. Zero interest. Zero interest, right? If I came to you right now and just told you, look, that $5,000 or that $2,300 in debt that you have on your credit card, I'll take it. Just pay me the amount. Zero interest. Would you take that deal? Of course you'd take that deal. So go get the deal for yourself, right? Hop on your little interweb device, find a card that's offering 0%. All of the major cards have it. Capital One, Citibank, Bank of America, whatever, you name it, right? Go get yourself a solid card. I used American Express, I used Citi, I used Capital One, I used Bank of America. I used all these big major companies and used their 0% introductory rates. No more debt, been that way for years. Everything's fantastic, can be fantastic for you as well. On you go. If you have any questions, send me a message. Have fun. Bye-bye.